Hello everyone and welcome back to yet another episode of Red Cape Sports. Major League Baseball, currently they have decided to postpone the start of the MLB season, and while there are no sports right now, that doesn't mean that Mitch and I get to just sit back, relax, and not make any videos. So today we're going to be talking about $50 budget for this upcoming MLB season. Stay tuned. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. In today's episode, I'm going to give myself a $50 budget, and I'm going to look into buying 5 MLB sports cards for the upcoming 2020 MLB season. Hopefully, that season does actually happen in 2020. I am very optimistic that it will begin probably in June or July, but regardless, let's jump right into it. So all these cards that I'm going to mention, obviously filter through your local Kijiji, your local sports card shops, and then of course eBay. But primarily, you're going to be able to find all these cards, and I actually did this to make sure that I can fit a $50 budget, including shipping, of course. These cards can be purchased in a variety of Topps Chrome, Topps Series 1/Series 2, and then of course Topps Update. So let's jump right into it with number 1 pick right here. And again, these are in no particular orders, but we're going to start with the man who looks pretty darn good in pinstripes, Glaber Torres. Glaber Torres is a young player, beautiful swing. He's only 23 years old. Last year, he batted .278, 38 home runs, 90 RBIs. Awesome power guy. And of course, with the return of Giancarlo Stanton / Mike Stanton, he's definitely going to continue to put up those power numbers, especially with a very short porch. He's a good buy. Again, you can pick up all these cards in one way, shape, or form, whether it be Topps Chrome, Series 1, Series 2, or Update for around $10 or less. Of course, you can get for even cheaper. So if it is around $12, obviously if you add them all up, you can fit all these cards within a $50 budget. However, Glaber Torres was the first pick. Now we went from Yankees. Let's bring it right back into the rivals with the Red Sox. Rafael Devers. My oh my, were Mitch and I ever torched within the comment section. How can you possibly forget Rafael Devers? How can you possibly forget him? The reality is, we have not forgot about Rafael Devers. The reality actually is, we just haven't had time to make the video yet. So here it is. Because I'm telling everyone, Rafael Devers is a pretty good buy. Let's see what he did last year. At only 22 years of age from last year, now he is 23, he batted .311. He had 201 hits, so he's basically the hit king. 115 RBIs and 32 home runs. That's... Need I say more? No, I don't need to. So we're going to jump on into the third pick. The third pick is going to be a name that's going to have a lot of you scratching your heads. And his name is Ryan McMahon. And baseball Ryan McMahon, because if you Google him, nothing will show up. So when you Google him, you need to put Ryan McMahon MLB. So Ryan McMahon, I'm going to still call him young. He's 25 years old. He's a utility player, so he played first base, second base, shortstop, third base, basically any kind of infield position, I think, except catcher and pitcher. But regardless, he is a utility guy. In not quite a full season last year, because he was still struggling for playing time. He had 24 home runs, 24 home runs and 83 RBIs. This guy is flawless on defense. I am telling you, there's a reason why he's a utility guy. His glove and his arm, perfection. More so than that, obviously the power numbers are there. 83 RBIs, not too bad. And then of course he does have the added bonus of playing at Coors Field. So with a season that's going to be shortened, that's definitely going to help him. And these cards are dirt cheap. But Ryan McMahon, pretty good prospect. And I think he's going to be pretty good. Moving on, now we have someone who unfortunately was traded from the Padres, at least in my opinion, a good up-and-coming team, but Fran Reyes. He's only 24 years old, and last year, boy oh boy, did he ever show that raw power. This is a guy who literally hit a couple 460 feet plus home runs. The power is absolutely raw and beautiful. His swing is beautiful. Like I said, 37 home runs, 81 RBIs, which maybe isn't as high as you'd like to see, but the 37 home runs, you gotta love it. And then finally, at least in my opinion, while Glaber Torres, Rafael Devers, Ryan McMahon, and Fran Reyes are all great picks, the guy who I chose, who at least I'm going to be putting some decent money into, is Ozzie Albies. Ozzie Albies is just something else. I mean, he had 189 hits last year, so he was very, very close to that, what you kind of strive for, 200 hits. Great season. He batted 295, so I mean, that's kind of the threshold that you're looking for, 300. So, really close to that. He had 86 RBIs and 24 home runs. For a second baseman, 24 home runs sounds a lot like Robinson Cano back when he was in pinstripes. So just a good bet there. He's also young, 23 years old. And let's not forget about our good friend hashtag, and yes folks, we are going to start this hashtag, Acuna Matata. So that's a pretty good bet anytime you hit in a lineup with Ronald Acuna and Freddie Freeman. Can't go wrong there. Obviously he's got the power, and more specifically his raw opposite field power. So Ozzie Albies is a great bet, and more importantly, he could potentially, and I mean potentially, have a World Series ring within the next couple of years. So you can purchase all 5 of these cards in one way, shape, or form for $50 or less. So there's your $50 budget for the hopefully upcoming 2020 MLB season. Please do not forget to leave us a like on this video. It really helps us with the YouTube algorithm. Again, Mitch and I, we don't really receive anything on these videos. We're just doing it to help you all out. So if there are any kind of videos that you guys want to see from us, just let us know down in the comments below. But that is all I have for today. Till next time.